So welcome back. Let's learn some more silk reeling exercises. Now we're going to use two hands. First of all, we'll start with the same stance that we've done before, shoulder wide apart, and we're just sinking our chi, bring the pelvis down, apply all the Tai Chi principles. But later on, we're also going to widen the stance a little bit. We almost go into a mabu, into a horse stance. But step by step, we will do the two-handed one, then we do the one-handed one in the horse stance, and then back to the two-handed one. Okay, well, since we already added, might as well move the qua from one side to another just to focus on this area to make sure that we're going to move from the right place. Okay, so close one qua, open the other. Okay, and this is going to be the movement that's going to drive your hands. All right, I'll show you the movement of the hands first. The first hand will do pretty much the same thing as we have learned it already. Okay, it will go here, fingers will point up, will turn around, and then it will go down. When it goes down, we're going to sink again, move to the other side, comes back up. The other hand will move in the same fashion, but obviously here we'll have to point into the opposite direction because we cannot do that, right? So from here, it will turn around like this. Same direction, both hands are facing forward. Now here, direction will change, opposite, and then here the hands will meet again, comes up, and then they will move like a flag in the wind, like a leaf in the wind. Okay? We're going to include the movement of the qua now because we want the qua to drive the movement of the hands. So we're starting in this position. We're sinking the pelvis down. Now here both hands are basically pointing in this direction. Same direction, right? The further hand, the focus is right here on the outside edge because it's not supposed to be a push. It's easier if this is referred to as like a punch with the edge of the palm, basically. Okay, so here I'm closing my left qua. Both hands come up. I relax, pelvis down. I'm closing the right qua. I sink. Here the hands are almost facing in the same direction. Here I sink more. They will already begin facing in opposite directions because this palm will begin to move towards my body. I sink, left core is being closed. Here, right? Bring the palms to the left and up. And closing the right core. Closing the left core. Right core. Here you sink. Crown of the head up. Left core. Shoulders stay down and relaxed. Right core. Shoulders still down and relaxed, always. Okay. So now you're just going to draw these circles, moving from the qua side to side. So if you look at this closely, I'm not actually moving my hands a lot from the left to the right. I'm just going to lock them into place right now, just for you to see it. I'm just closing the qua. Now I actually did not move my hands at all. Now I close the other side. Can you see it? I'm not using my arms or hands. I'm not moving my shoulder joints at all. It's just the entire upper body that moves because of the movement of the Qigong. Of course, you will have to use the hands and arms a little bit because you want to turn them around and sync, but that's what it means when the movement is being driven by the Qigong. Okay? So let's just do a few circles together. Okay? We're going to start in this position. Focus on the outside edge of this hand. Okay? Sink your chi, pelvis down. Move both hands down. Close the left Qigong. Close the right Qigong. Relax the shoulder blades. Okay, just practice, 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 and eventually you will be able to, first of all, you will time the movement of the arms a little bit better. And eventually you will build that awareness of the connection with the Qigong. And finally, you will be actually connect them with the Qigong, that the movement is actually driven by it. So let's move into a bit of a wider stance here. Not too wide. This is not like a crazy Shaolin low Mabu. This is just a wider horse stance. We're not sinking too low, just about like this, okay? You need to stand comfortably. That's the most important for now. Take a few minutes, settle into this posture. We're just gonna make it for a few seconds. We're not gonna settle for 2 minutes, but if you practice at home, just find that same alignment in your Mabu. Pelvis becomes heavy, crown of the head pulls up. You're very stable, having this semicircular arch. Now next we're going to move the Qigong from one side to another. Same way as we did it before. You will notice that it becomes a bit more difficult. You will probably not have the same range of motion in your Qigong. But that's okay. You don't need to. From one side to another. Now if you're here in this posture, focus on the outside of the hips, you will move the knee down quite a bit and twist it. That's not good. Although the knees will do some small circles as well as you move from the Qigong later on, because you're moving a bit side to side. The movement still has to be driven or originated at the Qigong, okay? Right here. All right, first we will do this just so you get used to it with one hand. So place the left hand on your hips. Close the left Qigong. Bring the hand up. Close the right Qigong. Sink. Close the left Qigong. Close the right quad. Close the left quad. Close the right quad. Close the left quad. Close the right quad. Okay, so you're, again, same thing, moving from side to side. Now we're going to incorporate the other hand. Move it the same way as we had learned it earlier. We start here. Okay, focus on the outside of the palm. Here is strong. Both arms to the left. Left quad closes. Right quad closes. Shoulders relaxed. Elbow lower than the wrist. Sink. Left quad closes. Right quad. Left quad. Right quad. Left quad. Right quad. Left quad. Right quad. Okay, so here again, just moving, I'm not going to move my hand, just moving from the quad. I won't get as much mobility as I was getting in the beginning, but the movement is still driven by the quad. Okay, driven by the quad. All right, try that at home. So you do first, both hands, small circles, narrow stance. Just practice one hand here. Obviously, same with the other hand. We're always practicing both sides. Same here with two hands. Go the opposite direction. And then you do with both hands just as I did right now. And this will give you the first good exercise. It's already building quite a lot of strength too, because you will notice standing in a horse stance is not necessarily easy, but that's good. We want to start to build the body a bit more and condition it. And then once the strength increases, we will again focus more and more on relaxation. Because we do need to relax. We don't just want to build really strong and tight muscles. We also need to be able to always be zone. See you next time.